Brought to you by Penguin.
The Frontiers of Knowledge by A.C. Grayling. Read by Richard Goulding. Preface. In very recent times, humanity has learned a vast amount about the universe, the past, and itself. Since the 19th century, it has unearthed thousands of years of history forgotten or wholly unknown beforehand. The history of the great pre-classical civilizations, and before that the story of human evolution. Since the beginning of the 20th century, it has made hitherto inconceivable discoveries about the physical universe at the smallest and largest scales we can so far reach, from quantum theory to cosmology and the origins of space and time. And in just the past few decades, it has been able to look inside the brain to begin finer-grained mapping of its structures and to observe them actually at work. These advances have been enormous, exhilarating, and consequential. We occupy a different and much richer universe than our forebears living as recently as the 19th century. Yet a remarkable fact attends these developments. Whereas it was once believed that every advance in knowledge diminishes our ignorance, these recent giant strides have shown us just how little we know. Inquiry thus generates a paradox. Increasing knowledge increases our ignorance. So, what do we know? And what do we now know that we do not know? And what have we learned about the nature of inquiry itself, the barriers and difficulties that have to be overcome or taken into account as our increasing knowledge increases our ignorance? This book seeks to answer these questions in three crucial areas at the frontiers of knowledge, these being science, history, and psychology. More particularly, fundamental physics and cosmology, the discovery of the pre-classical past and human evolution, and the new neurosciences of brain and mind. In writing often and variously about the growth of ideas and the history of philosophy, I have been deeply intrigued by questions about humanity's labours on the frontiers of knowledge, and about the nature, methods, and problems of inquiry. These are questions that lie at the heart of philosophy. Understood in its broadest sense as reflection on what we know, how we know it, and why it matters, because they lie at the heart of human endeavour itself. My aim in these pages is to illustrate and explore three of the most important frontiers of this endeavour, to describe where they lay and how they were advanced to where they lie now, and to discuss what their current position teaches us about what we have yet to learn. A.C. Grayling, New College of the Humanities, London, 2021. Acknowledgements. I have learned much over many years from friends and colleagues, too many for all of them to be listed, but some merit particular mention for conversations and their writings over the years. Tejinder Verdi and Lawrence Krauss on physics and the universe, Adam Zeman, Daniel Dennett and Patricia Churchland on the brain, mind and consciousness, Richard Dawkins on evolution, Steven Pinker on enlightenment and the progress of ideas, Simon Blackburn, Peter Singer and Alex Orenstein on philosophical dimensions. My thanks go also to Dr. Ron Whitten for comment on the history wars, to Caroline Williams and Dr. John Gribbin for advice on technical points, to Daniel Crew, my perceptive and knowledgeable editor at Viking, to Molly Charge for her bibliographical researches, and to my colleagues at the New College of the Humanities for the variety and insight of our Ottoline Club faculty seminars. Introduction. What do we know about the world, the past, and ourselves? Very recently, just in the course of the last century and a half, there have been spectacular advances in our inquiries into these topics. Using the most general labels for them, we call them science, history, and psychology, respectively. But the labels do little justice to what has been achieved in them, nor what the achievements mean, nor where they are or might be leading us. They are the result of rapidly evolving technologies of inquiry that have vastly extended humanity's observational reach both backwards in time and across previously inaccessible scales of distance, from the remotest galaxies to the intricacies of the human brain, and yet further down to the inner architecture of the atom. Each step in these advances has, in its turn, raised new questions that before...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?